Hey guys, we're the Digs. I'm Jeff. This is Lisa. We've got a 7-year-old named Byron and a 5-year-old named Des. And about 3.5 years ago, we started getting into the foster care system. We're currently fostering a 1-year-old.
Tonight we were reading our Advent with our kiddos, and I wanted to share with you all something that I thought really resonated with us and reflected the heart of God and the foster care system and adoption. God doesn't cut off all the big cheaters, bad liars, Weasley sneakers, battling brothers, fighting families, and brokenhearted from his family tree. He makes families just like these perfectly his. He adopts all the messy and broken and imperfect people into his tree and his story and his heart. And he gives us his family name. He gives us his absolute perfectness and makes us alive and fully free. And I think that really captures our heart with how our journey started. We brought our little guy home when he was 3 days old from the hospital. I expected it to be easy to love an infant. What I didn't expect was to feel a very strong connection with his biological mother. I remember the first time we did a visit, this connection I felt with her, just like woman to woman, mom to mom. I remember the very intense feelings of walking out of the same narrow door. I was holding the infant carrier, she was walking behind and parting ways, and I was experiencing so many emotions in that moment. I was holding deep sorrow and grief and loss. I was experiencing excitement that I got to come home and be with him. I think it was really overwhelming and confusing because I believe we are so conditioned to want to separate all of our emotions. What I learned in the process of all of this is what love does is it takes it all together, and they're married and they dance together, and you can experience like this grief and this joy and this hope and also sorrow and loss. The Lord has been so good to me, teaching me that everything belongs.
When we first got into this, I thought it would be easy, kind of, which is silly when you're talking about raising a child for an undetermined amount of time, but I guess I was naive. But once we got into it, it was really difficult. There were a lot of sleepless nights for something that we didn't know we'd ever see a return on. We didn't know how long he was going to be with us. For a while I grappled with, is this worth it? But we're loving him in everything that we're doing, and it's going to help him grow, and it's part of God's plan for him.
And that is what love is. It is giving without a guarantee.